Thank you everybody so much for coming to Friday's Heroes and Employee of the Week. We do this every week, and it's just it's a highlight of my week to get a chance to really talk to the community about the great work that's going on with the citizens, with the employees on behalf of the citizens of Albuquerque, and also our great public safety personnel. And today, actually, we're kind of double dipping on the public safety stuff because the Friday's Heroes is obviously one of our fine firefighters, and our employees of the week are also from the Albuquerque Police Department. So it's an all public safety day here at the mayor's office. Well, welcome to Friday's Heroes. Today we're honoring an off-duty firefighter who came to the aid of a fellow firefighter and provided heroic services in the midst of a dramatic pileup incident that happened on a Saturday morning. This past December, paramedics Lieutenant David Weaver and driver David Husted were sent to a car accident. And that's not an uncommon thing in the city of Albuquerque, a city of our size. When Lieutenant Weaver arrived to the scene, he realized that the car accident was actually a much bigger scene than originally anticipated. There were cars scattered throughout the intersection. There was a woman trapped in her vehicle. There was a patient who apparently was trying to physically assault the woman who was trapped in the vehicle. And there were countless people on the scene looking at the crash, meandering through the debris, and actually taking photographs. So Lieutenant Reed Harry just happened to be driving by and realized that Lieutenant Weaver could use his help. He pulled up to the scene and went into action. He helped to remove the injured female patient from her damaged car. He assisted in managing the scene, calming the belligerent male patient who was trying to assault the trapped woman, and overall de-escalating a very contentious situation on scene. Within hours of wrapping up the call, Lieutenant Weaver nominated Lieutenant Harry for the Friday's Hero Award, citing that without his help, the injured female patient may have had to wait longer on scene before being transported, and that he was extremely grateful for Lieutenant Harry's timely help. Lieutenant Weaver goes on to say, and I'm quoting him here, "I can't explain how thankful for Reed's help I am. I wanted everyone within my chain of command to be aware of how much an asset Reed is to this department and to our community." And this is a story that we've told over and over again for the last 3 years, where we've talked about our firefighters, our police officers, and I don't know how many times we've done this. This is probably at least a dozen times where we've had a firefighter help somebody when they were off duty. When they were off shift, they saw something happen, they stopped by, and it says a lot about our department. It says a lot about Lieutenant Harry. So with that, I'd like to bring Chief Breen up to say a few words, and then we'll do our Friday's Hero coin.
Thank you, sir. And I just want to say, Reed Harry is one of those rock solid firefighters. He's been with us about 20 years. He is that guy that is silently out there just doing a great job, great patient care, and a very capable company officer, both for EMS and for fire scenes. And this is just one of those scenes that you can expect from us. Our off-duty guys recognize that, in this case, Reed recognized that the first-in unit was overwhelmed, a number of different patients, someone being assaulted, another patient being trapped, parked his vehicle, got out, offered assistance, and made a difference in saving lives. And this is what you can expect from him and many other of our firefighters. And it's our honor to recognize him as Friday's Hero. So, congratulations.
What house are you in?
20.
You're in 20?
Rescue 20.
Great. Well, we have our Friday's Hero coin that we'd like you to take home, and we just really appreciate all you guys do. You do such a great job in our community, and we're very blessed in Albuquerque to have one of the finest fire departments and one of the finest police departments in the country, and it's made up of great firefighters, and so we appreciate all you're doing, sir, and thanks for going out there every day and doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. So today, the Employee of the Week Award is also an ESA award, and going back, and people are watching this for the first time, we started a program, gosh, it's 3 years ago now, I guess, called ESA, Efficiency, Stewardship, and Accountability. And it was a way for the city of Albuquerque and for the administration to really celebrate people within the chain of command at APD or the fire department, or non-public safety personnel who recognize that the tax dollars that we spend every day are their tax dollars as well, and that anything we can do to be more efficient, particularly in these difficult economic times, but something we should be doing every day, really makes a difference from the standpoint of the value that we can create for the community, and taking those tax dollars and returning them in the form of public safety, or just great basic city services at less of a cost. Most people know that in the last 3 budget cycles, we've actually cut over $140 million from potential spending in these budget deficits. And the first year alone, it was almost $100 million. It was a little bit over 90, I think, $90 million in just the first couple of months. So we, like other cities around the country, have really had to do a deep dive, if you will, on looking at ways to provide top-level services for less dollars. And it's just the economy that we're in. So today is all about that. It's another example, and I think today's award will put us over $14 million in either one-time or recurring savings that the city of Albuquerque employees have been able to come up with on behalf of the taxpayer, and that's amazing. So today we're talking about employees from the Albuquerque Police Department who generated an idea that when they turned it into reality is saving the citizens of Albuquerque about $40,000 every year. And that's every year. That's this year, next year, next year. So that's $400,000 over the next 10 years, we hope. APD's Bill Slauson and Lupe Gallegos successfully prepared and applied the APD Grant Omnibus Bill. That's a mouthful. It's legislation that combines 24 local, state, and federal grant efforts. The recurring grants totaled about $3.5 to $4 million that the police department expects every year. And a lot of what we do from a public safety standpoint is grant related, whether it's federal grants, state grants. It comes through the Albuquerque Police Department and it ends up in the form of public safety services on the streets. So the goal of this omnibus bill was to culminate all of the efforts put into writing all of these different grants, therefore expediting not only the implementation period, but also increasing the amount of grant funds that can be used, and then also cutting down on the man hours vested into this process of grant writing, which can be a very arduous process. The fact that these folks saw an opportunity to save the city money and personally saw to completing this project is a reflection of their honorable character and their work standards. What's really cool about this omnibus bill was it's the first of its kind for the city. And since its inception, the bill has already saved the city more than $80,000. We hope to mimic this process throughout the city. We're continually working on our grant writing processes to make sure that we're being as efficient as we can and garnering the most support from grants that we can. So while we hope to mimic this process throughout other city departments, this is just a great way to start. And I know that we're going to, what we do on our ESA awards is we give awards that are 1% of the total savings up to $1,000. So the fact that we've got a $40,000 annual savings on this, we'll do a $400 check. These individuals can take that back to their department. They can do any number of things with it. It's at their discretion at this point, and I don't know what they're going to do with it, but I'm sure it'll be something either good or to build camaraderie or fellowship within the department or one of those things. So Chief Warfield's here. You want to say anything about this, Chief?
Sure.
All right, come on up. And I'll sign the check.
The face of the department obviously is the uniformed personnel, but what we do on a daily basis couldn't be done without the civilian support of the employees within the Albuquerque Police Department. I've had the privilege of working with both Bill and Lupe over the years, and this is just a single indicator of the quality of work that they do on a daily basis, the quality of individuals that they are. I'm very proud of you and very thankful to have people like you working with us.
Thank you, guys. So we do the check signing because it's fun to sign them. So we'll anyway, enjoy your little a grant to you guys, I guess, for doing such good work. But really, I can just tell you, we just really appreciate the fact that we've got people watching the pennies and watching the dollars, because the more we can save, the more officers we can put on the street, the more we can work on crime, the more we can just, it's just great stuff. So I just,
Thank you,
as a businessman also, I just want to say thanks so much for all you're doing, Chief. Thanks for your great work.